you're out there, you're riding, you're having a good time, and taking in the outdoors.
The fight isn't over. The fight is just beginning.
What's going on, guys? This is your completely politically correct RacerRed channel. Always politically correct, because I have been informed that if I do discuss current news topics, I will be demonetized if I fall on a certain side of them, kind of like how they did with the China virus. So yeah, everybody better stay in line. It's the age of the great silencing, and throughout history you can look back and the good guys are always the ones who silence and oppress the public, and also the ones who take the public's guns away, their ability to defend themselves. Historically, those have always been the good guys, like Hitler, Stalin, those types. So as of right now, I don't really have an opinion on the war in Ukraine because I don't know enough, and I think the great United States of America is keeping it that way, and I'm very suspicious. Very suspicious. Russia is claiming that Ukraine has biological weapons labs and a lot of Nazis taking over along the Ukraine-Russia border. And it appears to me so far that Putin is doing exactly as he says he was going to. People are all acting like Russia's unable to take over, and they're feeding you this narrative that Ukraine is so resilient that Russia can't take over. Russia could absolutely dominate them so hard, being a global superpower with nuclear capability. But people are just eating it up, sitting on their couch with Doritos on one side and a bag of marshmallows on the other, and just going om nom nom, yes, Fox News, yes, CNN, this is exactly what must be happening. Anyways, I don't care. All I care about is, you know, some days you just want to ride a 350-pound motorcycle, and that's what I'm doing. Is everything that comes up in the news, they feed you one narrative, and you're supposed to fall on the right or the left of that narrative, and that's what everybody goes for. And to me it's annoying at this point to see. I don't believe anything anymore, I guess, but what I do is I just go straight to the source. I'm listening to all the interviews of all the people I can so that I can be informed, and at least a little bit. But most people are just like,
yes, daddy government, give me more chips. Give me my stimulus payment. I don't think this is causing inflation. I just want more stimulus. It's Putin's fault.
They're calling it Putin's price hike. It's crazy. I'm riding the mightiest bike I have, the Suzuki DRZ400S. By mightiest, I mean heaviest and least powerful. I think this is right around 350 pounds of just steel. When you look at this bike, you're like, wow, I could build that. Everything's real simple. All the bolts are just the bolts. There's nothing too specialty about it. That's actually a fairly difficult climb, especially for this bike. As you can see, most of the snow is melted away, and my upcoming videos will be mostly beautiful mountainous terrain, so look forward to that. Should be pretty awesome. I got a slightly low front tire right now. This bike has not been ridden for a bit, so I need to take it to the gas station and give it some air. I put all my bikes on the battery tender, and I never park them with any ethanol in the tank. I always go to a non-ethanol station and grab some of that, and this is the result. You just fire them right up. Although air pressure is still the issue. This has been one of my favorite bikes though. It's such a tank as far as rideability goes. It's not too far off the ground, although this one's lowered just a little bit, but still these aren't too tall. And power wise, this thing just makes great power. I mean, you can't complain about power delivery on this. Such a tractor. And just to get up stuff, it's super easy. You can stay off the clutch. Oh, got something in my eye. The reason that I'm keeping this one and I'm getting rid of my Beta is that I don't like the idea of doing hard enduro way far away up in the mountains, away from any ability to get out. So I don't ride with any other dual sport riders who are capable of doing like hard enduro stuff. So that just doesn't seem to be a good idea, just to go solo, take highways solo, and then go on single track and find the gnarliest stuff you can, and then hit it with that Beta. I just didn't think that was a great idea, and so I can do a lot of trails with this DRZ, and it's not so tempting to try to do really hard terrain on it. So I'm pretty much staying around the roads, not going too far out for the most part. There are times when I go quite a ways with this bike too, but for the most part I'm sticking around some pretty well used areas. And this thing is still a blast to ride. It is a lot of fun. The soil out here is really good. This was part of the race, one of the final races last year, I think. I think this was a December race. Goes down in here. This feels way steeper when you're tired. I thought it was steep for that reason, but I guess not. I hope the drone doesn't whack in any of these bushes. I don't think it will. Hasn't let me down so far. Still flying. 2 more. Thanks, man. Thank you. Oh no. phone went flying. I've got to backtrack now. I wanted to make sure you saw me because this thing stopped right here, so. You good? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Have a good one. Oh, damn it. Oh. Sorry, man. You're good. Newbie here. It's all right. All right, guys. Well, I'm on the search for my phone. I'm trying to keep my speed down, and I'm trying to climb at the same time. Alright, I'm fairly confident I'm gonna find it on this initial climb somewhere. Probably not right here, but on that very first hill climb, especially on that steep part. I think that is where I will certainly have to slow way down. I don't know how my phone escaped with all that Velcro. I couldn't even shove it in there, so weird. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? You sneaky little bugger. It even survived. Well, guys, that was fun. A nice little treasure hunt for me, with good results. I don't like doing that kind of treasure hunt, but when it works out, it's okay. Especially if it's still intact. I've had a couple of those where it either was not intact or it was just long gone. I had a GoPro fly down a hill one time, and it I saw it just bounce, and that's the last I saw it. It was just gone. Anyways, guys, catch you on the next one. Peace.